Good morning. This is Lynda Cromar. I wanted to help you out on a little piece of information that I think that some people are a little bit still confused with. We have a very robust email system in here, and it's lots of fun. And I'm going to teach you a particular piece that somebody was asking about, and that is how to create a newsletter. So the very first thing I'm going to do is you're going to come here to where it says email, voice, and text, and come down here to emails, and then we're going to add a campaign. So the very first thing we're going to do is add a campaign. Now we don't have a name for it yet. We can call it anything we want, but just for the sake of the fact that we're showing how to create a newsletter, I am going to call this newsletter. All right, and then I'm going to create the campaign. And because I want this to be blank and I want to create my own, I'm not going to add any other emails from any other autoresponder, and I'm going to make it my own, so it's going to be blank. So I'm going to say, no, I would like to create my own campaign. Okay, so now so far there are zero emails in here. So the very first step after that is to add a new email. And again, you're going to have to give it a name. So I'm going to give it the name of Newsletter Day 1. This is just for the test so that you understand how to do this. Now we are in the campaign newsletter with Newsletter 1 as the only email, Newsletter Day 1. And now the next step is going to be that you need to view and edit. So let's click that. And as you can see here, we have no text or any information here. And so what I like to do while I'm in here, very first thing, and you'll also notice there's a bunch of stuff here, but I suggest you just to kind of ignore it. You can put personalization in here, but I prefer not to because sometimes they don't even give their name. So the very first thing I want to do, and for some reason my icons are not showing up, but I can see where it is. There is an icon here that says image, and the very first thing I actually like to do, and I'm going to add couple of spaces first so that I have that. Then I'm going to come to the icon that says image, and as you can see it popped up as image, and I'm going to click that. Oh, here and here, come on. Doesn't want to work. I don't know what's going on with this program today. Well, I wanted to show you how to put images in here, but it doesn't. Oh, here we go. So let's try that again. I am going to put an image in. Okay, here we go. Now it's working. And I'm going to go through Browse Server. Come on, server. I don't know whether the program's not working or it's my computer. I have no idea because it's acting really strange today. So let's try that again. Here we go. Okay, and as you can see, there's 3 possible places you can go. There are some custom stuff that have already been put in. There are actually even some banners and some buttons, which for this example I don't have a need to use. There is a generic library. I don't know how much is in there. I haven't really explored it. And there's a tab called My Library, which is your own images that you can put in here simply by uploading them. And I'm going to upload a new one just so you know how to do it. And that would be just going up here to the button up at the top, Upload, and then choose a file, go out to your own computer. And I'm going to see if I already have one. I think I do in my pictures that would be appropriate. Or you could actually create new ones. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. course, I've got some ladies' night stuff here, but that's not quite what I have in mind. For instance, I could use this one, which is also one that I have used as a header for my Facebook. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. And as you can see, now it's loaded. And now we just have to click this button over here, Upload Selected File. Now it is actually here. And I'm going to go ahead and use that as my example. And I'm going to double click it. And by doing that, it comes up in here. And it's already kind of close to the right size. Now you can resize it to any size you want simply by doing this. And I'm going to make it 600. And then I'm going to say OK. And that actually puts it in my email right here. And I'm going to leave this text area here just for a moment because this is a template so far. It's not a real it's not a real email to send yet. Okay, and another thing I like to do is have a closing file there that is my signature. And again, I'm going to go to Browse Server. And I have already created one right here. And again, I'm going to double click that. And it does not show for whatever reason. Let's go back and see what's going on with that. There it is. Now it's there. Anyway, then we're going to put that in there. So now I've got the top and the bottom completed. And this middle part is the only part you have to create every time different. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my salutation in there. Hi, I'm Lynda here. Is something I like to say all the time. And another thing I like to say all the time is to your abundant success. And one of the reasons why I like to do some of the stuff ahead of time is that means that I don't have to remember to do this later. And now you just have the body here. And what I would like to share with you is if you create a template first before you do emails, then you are all set to go. Now, if this had all the body you wanted in it, if it had all of the information in it you wanted to say today, then you would be done. So you can just basically, when you come back the next time, you can just basically delete that one word, and then you can put your body of your email in here. And you can add pictures, you can add links, whatever you want to do. Another cool thing you could do is you can create links with these pictures. For instance, if I want people to go to my website, I could go grab that website, which is right here. And I could come back to that email and I could make that become a clickable picture by simply clicking. Hello, that's not working either. But anyway, usually this comes up and then it gives you the option of putting the link in, and then that becomes clickable. So that's how you would do that. So to finish this up, you would just go ahead and write your body of your email, and you'd come up here to the top here, and you would save changes. So now you have a completed email. Now you don't have to pay any attention to this because you're going to come back to this template every day and you're going to change it anyway. So you're not looking to actually worry about what this says. This is just for when you have autoresponders. So the next step is to come back to emails, and now you're going to send this email, and I can send this to myself just so you get an idea how that process works. So I'm going to come down to where it says newsletter right here. That's the newsletter campaign I just created with one message in it. And you have the option of sending it to any or all of the lists or to individuals. Now I'm just going to send it to this one because there's no contacts, and it'll just send to me, so it'll complete the process without that fake email going out to anybody. But you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about. And then the next thing you want to do is decide whether you're doing first name or last name or not at all. And I don't go through in this way unless I've got someone specific, because there's another way you can send individual emails, and I'll show you that on another video. And then you choose when you're going to send it. I just come on down to the bottom, leave everything up there the same, and then click I have read and agreed, and then send. That has just gone out to me because I didn't select any contacts. But you can select all of your contacts and send one newsletter once a day. And then next time you want to go and change that email, you simply go to View Edit this time because you've created the template, right? And then you find your newsletter again, which is right here, and then you change the title of your email and the content inside the email, and then you can send it again by simply changing the part in the middle called body right now, but just changing this part right here in the middle, and then go ahead and send as I just shared with you. Of course, save it every time you make changes. And then you would change this every single day. So this makes it real easy. And of course, make sure you change your subject line so that it goes along with the topic of your email for that day. And then go ahead and save it and then send it like I just showed you. I hope that helps, and I hope you have an awesome day.